Welcome to the February 2nd edition of Success by Association Live. Today's issue is sponsored by Harrah's Cherokee Casino Resort. We thank them for their support of AENC. Today's article is written by Jim Slaughter with law firm Carolinas and is reprinted with permission. The article is titled Association Meeting Myths. Has your experience been that your board and member meetings are organized, properly run, and stay on track? If not, it may be that your meeting is spending time doing things it doesn't have to, or not doing things it should. Listed below are 10 well-known facts about meetings. But as Mark Twain warned, it ain't what you don't know that gets you in trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. Myth number 1. Parliamentary procedure doesn't matter. Many nonprofit associations dictate in their governing documents, such as bylaws, that a certain parliamentary book will be followed when transacting business. For that matter, North Carolina and many other states now have statutes that require certain groups, governmental bodies, homeowner and condominium associations, nonprofits, follow specific rules or even Robert's rules during meetings. Ignoring or incorrectly applying these procedures can lead to embarrassment, hard feelings, and even lawsuits. Myth number 2. Any Roberts will do. There are lots of books with Robert's rules in the title. However, most of these books are earlier editions of Roberts or knockoffs. There is always one official Roberts that is the successor to earlier works. Each new edition brings changes to procedure. The current edition is Robert's Rules of Order Newly Revised, 12th edition. If your organization's rules specify the latest edition of Roberts, this is your book. The newest Roberts came out in late 2020 and can be identified by 12th edition on its cover and the fact that it's 714 pages long. Myth number 3. Rules are the same for all meetings. Rules aren't one size fits all. Problems are common when large meetings behave too informally or small meetings behave too formally. Rules should be like clothes. They should fit the organization they are meant to serve. Most parliamentary manuals provide that board meetings and membership meetings are conducted differently. Large meetings must be fairly formal. However, formality can hinder business in smaller bodies. As a result, Roberts recommends less formal rules for committees and smaller boards, where there are not more than about a dozen members present, such as members may raise a hand instead of standing when seeking to obtain the floor. Members may remain seated while speaking or making motions. Motions need no second. Discussion of a subject is permitted while no motion is pending. When a proposal is clear, a vote can be taken without a formal motion. There is no limit to the number of times a member may speak to a subject or motion. Occasions where debate must be limited or stopped should be rarer than in larger meetings. The chair is typically a full participant and can debate and vote on all questions. Votes are often taken by a show of hands. Smaller boards that dislike this informality may wish to follow more formal procedures. Even informal boards may choose to be more formal on important or controversial matters. Myth number 4. Seconds always matter. In a larger or more formal body, a second to a motion implies that at least 2 members want to discuss the motion. If there is no second, there should be no further action on the proposal, so seconds have their place. However, after any debate on an issue, the lack of a second is irrelevant. For less formal, smaller bodies, or on motions coming from a committee, seconds aren't even required. Myth number 5. Debate and a formal vote are required. Many non-controversial matters can be resolved without debate through general or unanimous consent. Using this method, the proceeding officer asks, is there any objection to, for example, is there any objection to ending debate? If no one objects, you're done. Debate is closed. If a member objects, the matter is resolved with a motion and vote. A unanimous consent allows an assembly to move quickly through non-consented issues. Myth number 6. The maker of a motion gets to speak first and last. The maker of a motion has the right to speak first to a proposal. After speaking, the maker has no more rights to speak than other members. In fact, The maker cannot speak a second time unless everyone else who wishes to speak to the issue has had a chance. Myth number 7, old business. Old business is not a parliamentary term and suggests a revisiting of any old thing ever discussed. The correct term, unfinished business, makes clear the term refers to specific items carried over from the previous meeting. A presiding officer never needs to ask, "Is there any unfinished business?" but simply states the question on the first item. There is one item of unfinished business. ... Annual meetings generally have no unfinished business. Myth number 8, yelling out "question" stops debate. The previous question or motion to close debate is often handled wrong. Shouting "question" from the back of the room is not only bad form, it's ineffective. The motion to close the debate is like any other motion. A member wanting to close debate must be recognized by the chair. The previous question requires a second and a third vote. Only the assembly decides when to end debate. Myth number 9, lay on the table kills sticky issues. Lay on the table is often misused to sweep difficult issues under the rug. Roberts provides that the motion is out of order if the intent is to kill or avoid leading with a measure. Properly used, the motion temporarily delays a matter when some other urgent issue has arisen, such as an emergency or an important guest who is to speak. Once the urgent matter is over, the group can resume the tabled matter. Because the motion to table is undebatable and only requires a majority vote, it should not be used to get rid of a matter. Myth number 10, the chair rules the meeting. The chair is the servant of the assembly, not its master. Put another way, the chair can only get away with what the assembly allows. If the rules of the assembly are being violated, any member can raise a point of order. Once the chair rules on the point of order, a member can appeal from the decision of the chair. If seconded, the appeal takes the parliamentary question away from the chair and gives it to the assembly. The assembly is the ultimate decider of all procedural issues. In conclusion, if you lead or attend meetings that conduct business, you should learn at least the basics of Robert's rules and parliamentary procedure. The benefits of a well-run meeting go beyond legal concerns. Proper procedure can turn long, confrontational meetings into short, painless ones. Eliminating these myths will help bring your meetings more in line with proper procedure and result in shorter, more effective meetings. That concludes this article. We hope you have a great day.